Naomi has been doing the best work of her entire career. And these last 3 weeks, I've been a fan of Naomi, and she has been really killing it with these vignettes and these promos, reinventing herself completely, coming up with a whole new catchphrase, and just changing up her style, changing up the way she looks. Her acting has definitely improved ever since doing that movie, Queen of the Ring. You can definitely see that her acting chops are coming into play here in her promos, and they're paying off for her. And Naomi, to me, I'm probably not going to get to Jade as much in this hot take, but she has been carrying this feud. Okay, there is no doubt in my mind that she's going to be women's champion in the near future. And I think Naomi winning this match would definitely not hurt Jade's momentum at all. If you would have Jade win and have Naomi lose, that would hurt Naomi's momentum. Okay, for the amount of improvement that Naomi has been making and for how long she has come in her career, having this big WrestleMania match, if you remember, she was going to wrestle her first match at WrestleMania. Her first WrestleMania match was supposed to be against the Bella Twins, when she was part of the Funkadactyls, and that match got canceled the very, very last second. To go from that all the way to a singles match with JADE CARGILL, it's a full circle moment. And I think she would benefit greatly from winning this match. Now, I originally proposed that we do a female bloodline, and you have Tamina and Nia Jax. They join forces with Naomi. Or the other route that they can go is Bianca Belair and Naomi, they join forces together, which that seems to be the most likelier outcome. And when they did that triple threat confrontation with Bianca, Io, and Rhea on SmackDown just now, about 30 minutes ago, I really had no interest in those three talking because they've been doing a lot of talking. I just know the match is going to be awesome, but I've heard enough from these three. I don't need to hear more from Bianca, Rhea, or even Io. But once Naomi came out, I immediately got hooked. And that says something right there, because if you watched the segment, you probably lost interest by the time, until Naomi came out. Naomi was the one that piqued my interest in that whole women's segment. And her arguing with Bianca Belair, accusing her of choosing Jade over her, Bianca ignoring her voicemails and, phone calls and text messages. And it really makes me believe at this point that seeing Naomi and Bianca together for the first time in a month, that Naomi is most likely going to help Bianca win the Women's World Championship, or Bianca helps Naomi beat JADE CARGILL. And that can go either way. But obviously this is all set up for Jade to get the W, because she is a continuous project. She's still an experiment. She's still in the laboratory. Naomi is someone that reinvented herself, was never really the experiment. She was never the main project, right? She was never a star that they just rolled out for the red carpet for and gave her this special treatment like they did Jade. Naomi was never given that treatment ever in her entire career. So when it comes to their WrestleMania build, I thought Naomi and Jade had a way better build up than Tiffany and Charlotte. And I mentioned that in my community post, that Naomi and Jade have been destroying Tiffany and Charlotte in the WrestleMania build up, because to me, their feud, their program has a lot more legs. has a lot more ammunition than Charlotte and Tiffany, because this goes all the way back to November when Jade had her mystery attacker that was revealed to be Naomi. And there's a real heated tension with Naomi and Jade, you know, in storyline context. With Tiffany and Charlotte, there's not that same tension. There's not that same animosity that you're getting with, you know, what you're getting now with Jade and Naomi. That's why I say those two are going to have a better match, in my opinion, than Charlotte and Tiffany. Now, I'm not saying Tiffany and Charlotte won't not be a good match. They're going to go out there and have a banger of a match. I'm definitely expecting a few botches in that women's match. But with Jade and Naomi, hopefully it turns out to be a great match and that they steal the show. Jade has not had that. She has yet to have that breakout match where people come away with saying, wow, Jade had a fantastic match. Like, that was her best match to date. No one has ever said that about Jade. She just has the aura. She has the presence. She has the stature. Um, she just has the entire package. Because in the ring, you know, she's decent enough. So with these two ladies, the buildup has been good. Now it's up to them to deliver a good match at Mania. Well, not just a good match that you would see on Raw or SmackDown, but a WrestleMania worthy match, you know, that people can remember and you actually want to go back and watch it. And I believe this is the first Black women's one-on-one match that does not involve a women's title for the first time at Mania. Now, this ain't the first non-title women's match at Mania, because you had WrestleMania 22, you had, I think, Tori Wilson and Candice Michelle, and then I think WrestleMania 2000, it was I forgot who. Maybe y'all can remind me in the comment section. But yeah, this is the third non-title women's match. Obviously, that this match is going to be a lot better, and it has a better story involved as well. So when it comes down to it, I do want Naomi to win, right? I want to see her get that W. I want to see her get her big moment, and I don't want to see her new character, go to waste. This newfound momentum go to waste. And I think, you know, she's been impressive. And I find myself to be more of a fan of Naomi as of late, and think that she is due for a women's championship reign. She beats Jade at Mania, and then she goes after Tiffany Stratton and takes the belt off of her.